Hey YouTube, it's Wes. Hope you guys are doing great today. In today's video, we're going to dive into something you need to know about if you're in the Cosmos ecosystem. That is airdrops. Airdrops are awesome. They are a powerful way for you to get engaged in the community early on by doing stuff that you'd already normally be doing if you're in the Cosmos ecosystem. So what does that mean? How do airdrops work, and what are the best places to find airdrops? Well, my friends, you're in luck. In today's video, we're going to cover all of that and more on Cosmos airdrops here in just a minute. All right, friends, thank you guys so much for joining again here on this channel. Wes Spencer here. I love covering all things technology, cryptocurrency, financial independence, all that good stuff. Would you hit like and subscribe as we watch this? Literally just go hit that little like button. It goes a long way. It's like YouTube has no idea how to even handle a video unless you hit the like button. So please do that for me. Okay, so Cosmos is awesome. I've really been enamored by it lately. Whether it's the Kepler wallet and its simplicity and elegance, whether it's all the innovation that's happening. The last video I did yesterday, you need to go check it out if you haven't, is all around sort of an intro into why Cosmos is blowing up. So many innovative projects, right? And then we got to be honest, liquidity pool providing, staking with really high rewards. It's awesome stuff. It's a great platform. You need to get involved in it if you haven't already. So let's just start with this. What the heck are airdrops? Well, airdrops, the term sort of comes from that military term of like, some kind of plane or jet flying overhead and dropping down supplies to people in need. And that's the same thing. There's a lot of different crypto projects that have airdrops that you can get a hold of. They're all over the place. You'll even see them in like CoinMarketCap, for example. You can go there, or Coinbase Earn. But Cosmos airdrops are a little bit more unique because they reward people that are already in the ecosystem, that are already involved and active. And I think it's really smart to do that because one of the things we have to do in the world of Cosmos is continue to incentivize people to stay in the ecosystem, to hold fast, right? And to not go away from it and, pursue something else. And so the promise of, I shouldn't say the promise, the opportunity of airdrops to be able to earn crypto on new projects is really exciting. Also, you have to also think through like all of the new things coming out in the Cosmos ecosystem to make that even better from a technology perspective. I covered this on yesterday's video around how the security pieces work, allowing us to bootstrap new projects using the security of Atom itself and using that to sort of back or bootstrap or protect new and emerging projects. And so if you're already involved, and you're already staking Atom, staking Osmos, staking other interesting new projects like Juno, for example, you're going to have the opportunity to earn in on also new, like emerging projects that are also coming into the ecosystem. And that is what's so exciting. So that's what airdrops are. Now, the other thing I wanted to cover before I show you sources of airdrops and where to find them is this. Why? Why airdrops? Well, remember that Cosmos is proof of stake. And so there's no rush to mine, right? With Bitcoin, with Ethereum, even like Chia, for example. I did some videos on Chia. There's a huge rush to market where people are like, oh, this is cool, this is new, this is emerging, let me jump into this and get in early. Well, you can't really do that with staking, right? Staking is you earn by putting some skin in the game, by staking your own crypto to follow the rules. And that's what makes the whole thing move forward. And so new projects have to be able to, how do they introduce their supply into the ecosystem? You've got to start with some amount of supply so that there's buyers, there's sellers, there's a marketplace to buy. And so airdrops do that. Airdrops are a unique way to introduce into the ecosystem, and I should say a fair way to introduce into the ecosystem, free supply as it's created and emerging. And that's a big deal. That's what we need. So instead of like things that I'm not a big fan of, like ICOs, maybe private sales where only certain people get in, you have to have a lot of money to get in. It doesn't work that way with Cosmos. If you're already involved in Cosmos and you're following the rules for the airdrop, you're going to get it. And I think that's a great way to go. Now, I should say it won't always be fair in terms of like who gets the distribution. Many airdrops are the more people that, those that stake more earn more. Those that stake less get less. But you're still getting an equal share based upon how much you've been involved in the ecosystem. So how do you find these airdrops? And do you want to get involved in them? Well, I'll answer the second one first. why not, right? Even if the project doesn't do well and fails, it can't hurt to have it, right? That's not going to cause you any pain or harm or any negative consequences. The first part of that question is it's nuanced, right? So new projects are coming out all the time, and they have the right to tell you, here's how my airdrop's going to work. Here's how I'm going to release it. Here's when the snapshots are going to be, and here's what you have to do to claim those rewards. And so I'll share how all of that works and kind of unpack that and even what snapshots are. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to show you 4 different ways to find airdrops. And I'm going to go from maybe my least favorite all the way to my most favorite, just that works for me. Okay, so let's start here. This is airdrops.io. This is my number 4. And there's a lot of things I like about it. I do like that you can filter based on different chains. So right now I have Atom selected, which is Cosmos. But we could move to others, and I haven't even tried this here. Let's try Bitcoin. There's probably, there's none. It doesn't even make any sense, right? We could try Ethereum. Probably nothing there, yeah. So, but where you're going to start seeing them is maybe in airdrop like Luna. You'll probably see some in Luna, for example. Yep, there's a couple, and they even relate over to some of the ones you're going to see in Atom. So let's bring up Atom, and these are 6 of the airdrops that they're showing, and many of these have already occurred. So I'm going to pick one like Juno, for example. I've already mentioned Juno. Juno's pretty interesting. Here's the website right here for it. It's all about introducing more capabilities in smart contracts. I haven't reviewed Juno yet on my channel, so if you guys are interested in that, let me know, and I'd be open to diving into it a bit more. But let's just bring this up so you can kind of see how the Juno airdrop works. So it tells you what it is. It tells you how much is going to be dropped. So in this case, it was 30,663,193 Juno that were going to be dropped only to Atom stakers. See this here? So if you weren't staking Atom, like I wasn't at the time, so sad, you're not going to get the opportunity. The other thing they show is the snapshot. So the snapshot was taken February 18th. This is a long time ago. 2021 is when, wow, that was a really long time ago. That's shocking. So what the snapshots mean is this, they'll say this was the date that we looked at to be able to see who's going to get what rewards, if you qualify, if you're eligible. So if I started staking Atom after that snapshot, wouldn't be eligible. Now, many people will ask, well, couldn't you just, jump in front of this and just stake whatever it is they're telling you to only for the airdrop and then get out? Well, you could if you knew it was coming. But most of the time they actually create the airdrop, and they create the snapshot, I should say, before the airdrop is announced. And so they have their own criteria, they create the snapshot, and then they'll announce it. And so you have no way to normally do that. And so that kind of keeps things fair and keeps people from jumping into and out of ecosystems. And then they'll also give you a step-by-step guide, how you get into all of this. They've got a Medium article link and all the things you need to do. Now, this one's already passed, so you can't get into it. And we can look at other ones, right? Let's take a look at Shade Protocol. This one's actually pretty new. I also didn't get into this, right? So I'm right there with you, my friends. If you're watching this like, oh, I want in on these and I missed them, your time will come. Follow what I'm telling you in this video, and your time will come just like mine. So it tells you, again, what it is. It's built on Secret Network, which is super cool. You guys know I'm a huge fan of Secret Network. They dropped out 1.4 million Shade, and this went to Secret, Atom, and Luna stakers. So once again, you had to be a staker to get all of this. That's how you got access to it. And again, the step-by-step guide. And looks like the snapshots for them were November 7th. So it's somewhat recent. And then also for Terra and Luna, they ended on December 13th. So there you go. That's how they happen. And then this is when they go live mid-January to February 2022. So these actually just went live. So there you go. So follow these. Airdrops.io is a good place to go. You can see all the ones that are happening. It lacks timeliness, and it's not always as up to date as I would like. But the thing I do like about it is they give you access to ones that are outside of Cosmos's ecosystem as well. So that's my number 4 most popular way. Number 3 for me is here on Reddit, right? I love Reddit. This is our Cosmos airdrops if you want to see this one. And it's a great place to go. So you need to subscribe to it. You can see I've already joined it. And as we scroll down, you can see information about all the airdrops. So you can see what's being communicated with it, and you can get into them as well. So here's one that just came up. This what happened just 3 hours ago. This is from Cosmos Supporters Live on Ernie.fi. I'd have to read more of this to even cover it, right? But take a look at it. This will get you into it. It lets you see how new airdrops being published. And what I like the most about this, and why it's my number 3 favorite, is this is where you're going to see the most collaboration. This is where you'll see people asking and commenting and giving thoughts around all of it. So take a peek at this, and this will definitely give you some good information on airdrops and finding the ones that are right for you. My number 2 favorite is Reddit. So here is Reddit, and this is the user Cosmos Airdrops at Cosmos_airdrops right here. And the reason I'm a big fan of this one is because I'm a big Reddit fan. I'm a big Twitter fan myself. I like Reddit, but I love Twitter. And so this is an easy one. You just hit follow right here. Looks like I have multiple Twitter accounts, but on this one I wasn't following. Now I am. And you can see right here all of the information around these airdrops. They even publish some really some cool graphics where you can kind of dive in and see more of this. And they have a link to my number 1 favorite, which is this Google Docs, which we'll jump into in just a minute. So definitely give them a follow. Again, a great community around it. You will see commentary and people talking about it. But for me, it's just an easy way for me to consume content. And typically the way, tweets and retweets and people that will tweet at them, it's a great way to find new things that I just think is much more organic than the way Twitter works. The way that Reddit works. I gotta get my social media platforms worked out. So this is why I like this particular Twitter user, because it's a great place to go ahead and get information on these airdrops. And I feel like it's much more organic than what you'll see here on Reddit. Okay. So my number 1 favorite, let's talk about that one. I've already shared it with you. It's this right here, this Google spreadsheet, and it's actually linked. It's a pinned tweet here as well, so you can even see it. But this right here, and I really like it because it's very, very, very accurate. It's easy to see these things, hyperlinks into everything you want to see, and continuously updated. So you can see the user crypto Alexand, probably short for Alexander, I'm sure. Anyway. So you can see all information around it, the Twitter channels you need to follow, how the whole staking works, what you need to be doing, and when they will happen. So this right here, this timeline, this win is a big deal, right? So you want to find some of these, so for example, here's a couple that are future snapshot. So I don't know much about any of these, but here's how I would go about it. I'd say, okay, so Cosmos starter, I might want to go click on this and see what I can learn about the project itself. What are they saying? I might follow them on Twitter, jump into their Telegram, read more about what all they're doing, right? And so if I like all of this, and again, like I've said before, why not jump into it? Right? It's free for as far as the airdrop goes. So you don't even have to just fall in love with it. You just have to say, hey, this is definitely for me. Take a look at their Twitter page here. Launcher Atom doesn't exist. Well, that's interesting. So either it's too new or the link is bad. We'd have to investigate that a little bit. I guess the easy way to see would just be to go back here to Cosmos Starter and click on their follow on Twitter. Yeah, okay, it looks like the channel or the link was wrong. So you might see those things again, but that's why we have cross linking for all kinds of stuff. So that's my number 1 favorite, is the spreadsheet right here from this user up here, Crypto Alexand. And the reason I like it is because it's easy to see, easy to stay up to date, all the links you need in on this, and it gives you the opportunity to get in. So again, the thing I want to kind of follow up as I get ready to close is this. For the most part, it's going to reward stakers. Now, I still haven't gotten super in-depth into osmosis and how liquidity pool providing and staking work and how they can compound with each other. But, oftentimes you get better returns for liquidity pool providing. But in return for that, you're taking higher risk. And you also oftentimes don't get the opportunity for airdrops. And so one of the great things about staking is, even though the reward rates might be lower, so less bang for your buck, that's how you oftentimes get in on new airdrops. And that's what promotes the ecosystem and continues to keep people to say, yeah, even though I've got, let's say I put $1,000 into staking, I'm making less than me putting that $1,000 into osmosis and liquidity pool providing in many cases, the opportunity for airdrops is much better. So that's kind of why people like and lean towards staking and not just liquidity pool providing inside of the world of osmosis and Cosmos as a whole. So that part may have lost you because I really haven't dove into much education on my channel around liquidity pool providing and staking. If you're interested in that, you got to let me know and I'll make a video on that too. But I had a ton of you guys in the comments all reach out and say, Wes, you got to talk more about airdrops. So there you have it. That's airdrops. I'm a huge fan of the way that airdrops work. I think it's the right ethical way to release currency into an ecosystem. It's fair for everybody. It's far better than those old school, proof of work, rush to put resources into it, even though that's fun. And certainly better and way more fair than ICOs and private sales and all that stuff that in my mind is just a little sketchy. I am a big fan of airdrops. I think it's the right way to go, and it's a perfect way to incentivize the Cosmos ecosystem. So I hope this video has been helpful for you. I haven't asked for anything except for one thing. Would you hit the like button? I asked you that earlier. If you've made it this far and you haven't hit the like button, will you please do it? Hit the like button. If you like the content, hit subscribe, hit the bell icon. It's a great way for you to stay in touch with me as I continue to produce more videos for you, my friends. All right, guys, thank you so very much.